All right, guys, I got a very crazy one for you here. Yes, that's right. Destiny has accused Hassan Piker of what it is that Destiny has done. I guess it's a little different because the girl that Hassan got with is 2 years younger than the girl that Destiny got with. Fun fact, though, both of them were under 18. It's crazy, right? And then there's also video of Nick Fuentes literally having Destiny down on his knees, giving him, services that you would expect from a woman. That video has been out for a long, long time. Now, you can't see Nick's face or anything because he's the one recording, but it's very, very obviously Nick. Like, it sounds like him. It looks like him. Like, that's not a video I'm going to go over. It's not something that I'm going to show you guys. You all want to go up and look that video up. That's fine. But I'm not pulling that up on this stream. But I find it to be hilarious that all these people are arguing and yelling at each other about who's the bigger piece of crap. I guess Nick Fuentes comes out on top because at least all he did was something that was incredibly LGBTQ, I guess we'll call it. I guess in all fairness, what Hassan and Destiny apparently are doing here with somebody under 18 is also pro-LGBTQ, right? It's kind of wild how that works, but whatever. So he says, if Hassan is going to reach this hard to say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, kind of did. But anyway, then I am responsible for his career 10 times over. Kind of. You're about half and half. I'd say Cenk Uygur probably was the other half of Hassan, but yeah, whatever. Also, Hassan F'd a 15, when he was visiting that brothel in Berlin. That's why he doesn't like to talk about it as much now. That's crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy. So it says, that's quite the allegation. It's common knowledge behind the scenes. If Hassan wants to contest it, he can sue me, but he won't because truth is an absolute defense against defamation. That is crazy. For it to be defamation, wouldn't you have to have real tangible evidence that ties Hassan to that event? Being a nerd doesn't fill the holes in your logic. Well, let's just find out. Why is it that so far it's been 2 days and Mr. Hassan there has not said a thing about this? Let's take a look. Let's see here. Let's go up to his. And has he said anything about this? He's a bit of a... Oh, actually, let me go ahead and just pull up replies because it'll show everything that he's done. So, 14 hours ago, here he is causing, being out here in China. Very nice and empty out here as it is because, communists. China Day 3, Dim's Cave on shutdown. Oh, yeah, very shocking. What now? Libs are radicalizing, all that stuff. Okay, yeah. Bullet Train later. That's cool. Forbidden City. Okay, all that good stuff. Expired milk. Okay, said moldy bread is okay. Should be eaten. Okay. Technically, I guess could be. I'm not going to argue that. It's penicillin, but I wouldn't recommend it. Wait a minute. I thought Zoran's success was not replicable. So this is November 10th. Yeah. He's not going to bring this up. He isn't going to bring this up at all. So if I type in like Sun 15, let's see what's trending here. We'll go to latest. Hassan just got accused of this. Let's see what this is going on with. My favorite career. Okay, I sat down with Hassan. Li Jinjing. Okay. But they're probably okay with this in China, by the way. Who just started his long-awaited trip to China. He will travel across several cities in 2 weeks. Why was he so excited about China? Why are his expectations for this China trip? The interview will be released on all platforms soon. Okay. Yeah, okay. My favorite creator in Hassan. Okay, that's just crazy, right? Oh, man. Well, we all know Hassan's the real star here. The thing about it is at least it's not a 6-year-old that he got with and then ended up doing everything with a 9. You know what I mean? Just like his beloved Muhammad. But, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, who am I to judge Germany's laws where it's apparently legal to do that? Yeah, apparently it's legal to do that in Germany. Go figure. The country that literally always tries to take over the world. Yeah, that's what they allow. Man, it's absolutely insane, isn't it? So, here we have, this is crazy. Hassan legally effed a 15, so no foul. I mean, that is kind of crazy, right? Look at this. How old was she again, Hassan? Hassan sucks, but I feel like it needs to be pointed out that the age of consent is 14 in Berlin. Still really gross if true, even if it's perfectly legal, right? But okay, so she didn't say that it was okay. But what they're saying is there could be no legal consequences. But unfortunately, there are. See, if you're a United States citizen and you go over to Germany and do something like that, and you come back to America and it becomes found out that you did that, our laws still kick in. And you could still go to prison for it. You can't go to another country to subvert the laws of the United States being a citizen here. Technically, that's speakings if, like back in the day when MJ was banned, if you went over to Amsterdam and did it, technically speaking, you could get in trouble coming back to the U.S. Now, so many people were doing it, and it was just such a not big deal at all because you didn't bring anything back. And that's really what the United States mainly cared about anyway, was bringing stuff back. So they didn't care if it was in your system because really, just because something's in your system doesn't actually make it illegal. What makes it illegal is if you're publicly in talks, you know what I mean? That's what makes it illegal. So just being up there, if somebody came to your house, if you were pretty on up there, you couldn't get in trouble because they would have to prove that. And that's really, really difficult to do. And they wouldn't go through all the trouble of doing that. You know what I mean? So nobody's going to get on to you and be like, hey, we're going to test you now that you're completely sober, right? Coming back to America to see if you've had any in your system. That just would never happen. But technically speaking, you're not allowed to, right? According to the law. You're not allowed to break U.S. law in other countries and then come back. It's just not supposed to happen. So he could get in trouble for this if there's actual sufficient evidence, but that's kind of the problem, right? But I find it hilarious that somebody who literally has been busted with proof that he got with a 17-year-old, that's Destiny, got with a 17-year-old, is accusing another piece of garbage streamer that nobody likes, that's on the left, of doing essentially the same thing, but a little bit worse. Little bit worse, right? 17-year-old, you can argue to a degree, is like right on the border of like adulthood. You know what I mean? I get it. I think there needs to be a hard line cut off. I myself, if I were a single guy, never under 21. Never. Just never. No, sorry. I'm not going to get with anybody that can't do the same stuff I can do. I want somebody who can go with me wherever I want to go and indulge in the things that I want to do. Therefore, my limit would be a hard 21 line. Now, the thing about it is I was 24 once and dated an 18-year-old. Very, very nice girl. Very nice girl. I didn't last more than a month with her. Reason being, just two different worlds apart. When you turn 24, you just have a different perspective on life in general. You have much different tolerance and stuff. And I couldn't handle the drama with her friends, her schoolmates that she just graduated from and with and stuff. It was just like unbearable to me. I couldn't handle it. So we had to part. And I felt bad at that point too, because I was like, man, she's a really nice girl. We're just worlds apart, and I can't have anything in common with her. I just don't. It was just weird at the time. Now that age gap, looking back on it, that age gap would probably be fine now. That'd be what, 24? That's like 6-year difference, so I'd be 33 today. 27. Yeah, 33 to 27. Well, I'll be 33 in a couple days. But anyway, that's the point. 33 to 27, that nobody even looks at that as weird. That's not even close to weird. You know what I mean? But when you're 24 and you start talking to an 18-year-old and all, it's like, and of course we didn't do anything. It was only a month. You know what I mean? But I look back on that and I cringe. Because it's like, dude, it was weird. It was weird to me. Okay, now she was turning 19 in just like 2 or 3 months. Even still 19. No, it didn't work out. Like, they really, and I don't even know if at that age, if 21 would have worked out that well. Yeah, she would have been able to do everything the same as me. But even a 3-year difference from 24 on down still seemed like a lot. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my own personal thing. But I don't know. And then again, I'm never going to be able to prove it because I can't go back to being 24. And I'm sure there were plenty of girls at that age between 18 and 20 that were way more, like, mature and out of that. But it instantly took me out of it. Instantly took me out of it. And my wife, she's like 5 months older than me. So you could clearly tell there's no temptation whatsoever to go to someone younger. I don't know. I talk a lot. As you guys could tell, I make a lot of videos. I talk a lot. I need someone who can keep up with me in a conversation, or I'm really just not interested. I will get bored. I will go off. I will do my own thing. If I get, at all frustrated in a conversation per se, I'm just like, why am I doing this? I don't know. I'm pretty chill when it comes to that. I'm like, I don't want to even have this happen anymore. I'll just kind of walk away from something. You know what I mean? Depending on who I'm talking to, which is why I get along with my wife so well. We talk a lot. Works out really, really great. No complaints. You know what I mean? So the whole point is the fact that he would do this. Okay. We know Destiny did. Like, that Mac guy, Stu Mac? Oh, well, not Stu Mac. That's a guitar thing. Whatever that, Charlie Mac? No, not Charlie Mac. What's his name? That busted Destiny. Destiny, I'll just put Mac. What's his name? Okay. What? I don't understand. I still have the videos. Yeah. Who is this guy? Who is it that busted him? Okay, I guess it's not going to show. Really? What is that guy's name? You guys know his name. Anyway, here he is. Willie Mac. That's it. Willie Mac dropped the video proving that Destiny admitted he has the videos of a 17-year-old still. I love this, guys. I love watching two absolute incredibly stupid left-wing people fight it out on who's the bigger PDF file. It's amazing. But what do you guys think? Tell me what you all think down in the comment section below. I greatly appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all so much. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys here in tonight's live stream in about the next 4 to 5 hours or so, something like that. I'll see you in the next one. Later.